appreciators of all that's heavy. What's up, you lunatics? By now, perhaps you might have heard the song Cryptomnesia, the second full track we got from I Am. This, my friends, I think is probably what you might have imagined I Am's constitution would be. Because hey, you got guys from three sort of similar sounding bands, and what the hell, right? But alright, now, after a few days, my takeaway's a little different than the first time I heard it. That happened like a month ago. You know the story. By now you're probably like, alright, shut the hell up already. I still get the Heaven and Hell, Devil You Know album feel quite a bit. However, it's worth noting that one dude mentioned in the comments section for the video that it reminded them of Technical Ecstasy era Sabbath. And I sat on that for a minute and I was like, no, yeah, I could see that. I could see You Won't Change Me, You're Dirty Women, She's Gone for sure. But, let me elaborate on the Dio Sabbath thing. As Iommi once said, a big difference in the vocal arrangements between Ozzy and Dio is that Ozzy oftentimes sang with the riff and Dio sang across it. Iron Man, for example, Mob Rules, for example. In Cryptomnesia, Kenny does, I feel, three things. Kenny, number one, kinda sounds like Ozzy, if Ozzy had a little bit of a distortion pedal on his vocals. Number two, he sings across the riff in the main verse, kinda like Dio. And three, he just sounds fucking awesome, man. He sounds awesome. In my opinion, I've never really heard him sound like this before, but while the whole song is a genuine banger, it's memorable, it gets stuck in your head, there's two real standout things, I think. First off, there's this part where Kenny and Kurt kind of go back and forth vocally, and it's really cool because if you had your eyes closed, you might only notice that very slightly. I mean, you do notice it, but the way it just shifts between the two of them, I don't know, it's a cool effect. And then two, now this is funny and an example of something I didn't notice the first time, but it's also ironic because when I interviewed them, I was asking about their musical boundaries and places they might go or might not go. One of the examples I gave was Maiden. Would they ever want to fuck around and do something kind of Maiden-y? Now, you can take that one of two ways. There's the, let's say, Children of the Damned type of Maiden, Wasting Love type of Maiden, or there's the, as Johnny described it, the galloping sort of Maiden, Sun and Steel, Rime of the Ancient Mariner, etc., etc. When asked, Kenny wasn't really closed off to the idea, maybe because the Maiden that he had in mind was the Children of the Damned-ish version. But Johnny said,
I think it's safe to say that we're kind of staying away from the Maiden.
But what do we got in one part of Cryptomnesia? Harmonized-ish, same parts, playing simultaneously-ish. Kind of reminds you of Maiden a little, or it does me at least. Kind of even Priestish. But that's it, man. I'm not going to say anymore. Go ahead, listen to it, or watch the video on YouTube. I'm sure you'll like it. I'll link it down in the description. But all in all, though, I love the song. It's an awesome, heavy, mid to slow-paced, real doomy motherfucker that punches you and then wallops like any other classic. It's going to be really interesting to hear what else these guys have up their sleeve, and I just can't predict what it might be because they said they got a real varied body of work so far. So alright dudes, there you go. If you liked this video, maybe you can give it a thumbs up, or if you just like hearing somebody bullshit about heavy metal, well then fucking amen, hit that subscribe button for more. We'll see you next time on Concrete Spew, but until then, keep those heads banging, those fists pumping, whatever you want to do. But above all, stay metal, my friends.